Welcome to the Xcoach tutorial. My name is Aries, and today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about the platform to get started, create some amazing content, and skyrocket your brand. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it.
All right, awesome. So as soon as you open the platform, anytime you want to access this guide, you can click on the platform guide here in the quick links, straight from the dashboard. So here's the platform. There is 5 main sections here. You have your dashboard, which we're on right now, your content calendar, the compose feature, which is the AI copywriter, as well as your post library and a resource hub. And so we're going to go through what all of these look like and how to actually use them. Here on the dashboard, you have a couple different things. We have the quick links, so you can find this guide that you're watching right now. You can find us over on X, contact us if you have any feature requests, if you have any feedback, as well as upcoming events, which there isn't anything right now, but there will be some stuff soon. Continue off learning, where you are on the resource hub down below, as well as some resources to kind of jump in and get started, and your content pipeline, which we have to set up first for it to show up on the dashboard. So let's start with that first. Let's set up our content calendar. If you click here on Setup Pipeline, what this is going to do is help you customize your content calendar and show you which different post types you're going to be posting each day. And so you can start with different templates if you want to be, if you're a marketer, if you're a coach, a founder, web developer, whatever you might be, there is some preset templates here to use, and it's going to fill your content calendar with some posts. So let's use the founder one, for example, and create my calendar just to show how these templates look. It's loading here, and now it's open. And so if we want to view our calendar and see what this looks like, it's going to bring us down to the content calendar feature here, where you can see our week and all the content that we have planned. So Monday to Sunday, you can pretty much fill out different content types in each day of your calendar. And these are going to carry over for each week. So you can have a certain content strategy they use each week and that repeats, right? And you can customize it anytime if you want. And here's how that looks. And so if we go up here to my profile page and click on Personalized Xcoach, then you can go on your template here, or you can customize it yourself. And so if we click Customize, you can pretty much pull up each day in the week and change the post that you want to do each week. And so let's say on Monday, I want to do a value post instead of a story post. I can go ahead and delete the story post, click here. I can add a value post in. And then, let's say down in Wednesday, I want to do a giveaway here. On Friday, instead, I want to do a story post. And you can change it up like that. And then at any time, you can update your calendar, and it's going to save those new posts down for you. And here, so now you can see we have more story posts. We have our value post on Monday, and it's pretty much going to let you save these, carry it over for each week, and track all of your content. And so if we want to create a post here, we don't have any right now. And so let's create some content. If we move down to the compose feature next, I'll show you how you can actually create content here and use our AI copywriter, which is probably the main part of this platform, what people are really excited for, myself included, because it creates some pretty amazing content. And so I'll run through some different examples and how to actually use this. There's 2 modes to start with. And so you have your generate side, which is mainly what you're going to be using, and our brainstorm side, which we're actively building out and making better. Brainstorm is to help you get different ideas and different topics to post about. And as well as the generate feature, which is the main one you're going to be using, is to actually create your content. So once you pick your mode, you can go down to your content types, choose between the 7 that we have available right now. You have value posts, authoritative, results, leads, story, engaging, and giveaway. I'm going to run through what each of these actually look like and how to actually use each one of them properly. Down below, we also have advanced options right here. And so if we open these up, we can do a couple different things. We can change the length of the post that's going to be created, and so you can pick between short, medium, and long, as well as the call to action. And so you can do none, and it's going to randomly generate it based off the prompt you're doing, whatever's going to fit best. Or you can specifically choose if you want it to ask a question to your audience, final statement, ask them just to follow you for more, encourage reaching out. So if this is like a lead post and you're encouraging leads to reach out to you, or check the link in your bio. Description. Here's where you're going to be adding, whatever sort of post. This is where you put your prompt. And so if you're using ChatGPT regularly, you're going to ask it your content prompt. Here, you're just going to put your content idea, right? And so you can see right now it's saying what lead magnet are you sharing, because we're doing a giveaway post. So I'm going to run through what these actually look like. I'm going to reset our advanced options just to medium, just to, yeah, we'll play with that later. But let's start with the different content types and what each of these actually do. So value posts are the basic piece of content pretty much where you are sharing value to your audience about a certain topic. And so you're pretty much, this is for if you want to engage your audience, but also help retain them by sharing value to them. And people are going to follow you to stay and see more of the value that you're sharing. And so this is, for example, let's say, create a value post on how to build a brand as a founder, right? Or anything like that, right? Or how to get leads through LinkedIn, for example. An authoritative post is the same as a value post, but using your authority or, you know, showing that you've done it before. And you can say, instead of a value post of here's how I generated 10 leads on X or 10 leads on LinkedIn, or, you know, here's how to generate leads on LinkedIn. An authoritative post would be here's how I generated 10 leads on LinkedIn in a week. All right, so you're showing how you've done it in the past, and then you go into the value of how you actually went ahead and did it. And so authoritative post is usually much stronger than value, but if you haven't done those things yet, you can still just share value content. And that's a great way to build up your audience until you have results or stuff to share. But everyone has certain things that they can give away from their perspective, and that's what an authoritative post is. A results post and leads post, these are both focused on getting more clients. And so result post is where you're showing either results for yourself or results that you've gotten for a client to show pretty much other people that might be reading your content what you can get for them. So like, let's say you're selling a service, I'm selling marketing. I can share, how I've done marketing for my other clients in a result post. Let's say, here's how I got my client 20,000 followers a month. And that's going to go into value of how I actually did that and how I, got those results for the client. And people that see that also want those results can reach out to me. And so that's what a result post looks like. A lead post is a bit similar, but in this case, you're not doing, results they've gotten in the past, right? You're doing a value post that's specifically towards getting people to buy from you. And so a value post is like you're giving away value that people will want to, follow you for and learn more from you. A lead post is where you share value for your specific client. You talk about an issue that they have and then how to solve it. And people that get value out of that might want to reach out to you to learn more and have you do it for them, right? And so an example of a lead post could be you talk about, how a lot of audiences on X, a lot of projects or companies have really unengaged audiences, right? Like they have a ton of followers, but they're getting like 5 likes a post. You're talking about the pain point there. And then you talk about how they can fix that. And you share some value on how they can actually re-engage their audience and continue growing their brand. And that's the kind of focus that the AI is going to have, is talking about the pain points and then talking about the value of how to change it. And pretty much what you're showing through a lead post is you actually know what you're talking about and you're relating to the audience. You're relating to the person that you want to buy from you, because you're showing, I know about these problems you have. Here's how you can solve it. Here's how, I've solved it in the past. And it's a really great post for bringing in more clients. 5th post here is a story post. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. You are talking about a story of yourself, whether it's a good one or a bad one. It helps build a lot of transparency, a lot of authority and trust with your audience, because they get to see you as a person and one of your, personal stories. It's a really great way to actually grow and build a deeper connection with your audience. And so a story post is pretty much personal story, the lessons you got out of it, the insights, all that. An engaging post is a content pretty much that's going to engage your audience. And so it can be, a thought-provoking idea. It can be something maybe slightly opinionated that people might have good and bad feelings about, something that urges people to comment on it, urges people to engage with you pretty much based off the idea that you've shared or the opinion that you've shared to people. And the 7th last one here is a giveaway post. And so it's not, I'm giving away $100, like and retweet, I'm going to pick someone to enter. It's not like that. Giveaway posts are where you're giving away a lead magnet or a value gift where you're pretty much giving away, let's say, a mini course, you're giving away a video, how you've done something, one of your secret guides. And so I'm gonna show an example of what this actually looks like, but it's a great way to grow your followers and to have your audience consume different types of content from you, because they're going to consume the content that you're sharing with them. And so to test some of these, I have some tutorial prompts we're going to use here. We're going to do the value, the story, and the giveaway one. Just a couple here for the sake of the tutorial. And these are really simple prompts, right? So the value prompt, make me a value post, how to build a personal brand as a founder by building in public to build trust through transparency about your journey, right? So it's a really simple prompt. We're going to throw in, see how good the post is that it creates. And so we would go to generate, we would click the value content type, advanced options. I think we'll do medium for this one. That's cool. And maybe we'll just do like a final statement in the end instead, right? And then you just drop in your prompt there, you just type it in and generate it. So content's made here. Let's look through it. So build trust by building in public. It's the most effective way to grow your personal brand as a founder. Here's why it works, and it breaks down some of the different points that we shared that we wanted to talk about. When I started my journey, I talk about some of the things like this. The formula is simple: share your journey, be transparent, engage your audience. The right people will follow. And yeah, pretty simple post. It's a really simple prompt, but it still is formatted really great. Goes through the information properly. You'll see Xcoach will do stuff like arrows as well. And soon in the advanced options, you'll be able to customize if you want arrows, bullet points, numbers. But it's going to help you, number this and then add arrows and format it really well. That's what the AI is great at. And so if we want to, once we've generated a prompt, we can do a couple things, right? So we can copy it just directly to our clipboard. If we want to post this right away, we can just copy it to our clipboard. If we want to save it to our post library, we can do that as well. I think first let's edit it, right? And so you can edit it directly in the AI as well. So let's say building trust public. Here's why it works. Maybe we want to formula is simple. Add these. The right people will follow by being real, not by being perfect. And then let's say when I started my journey, maybe we just want to change this, right? So we just want to split this up. We want to bring it down a bit. Maybe we want to format it differently. However you want to change it, you can edit your message directly in here. When you save the changes, you'll see it'll pop up like that instead. So that's done. What we can do here is just save it to our post library right here. So we click save to our library. Let's try some more prompts as well to just show what this looks like. And so next one we'll do here is a story post. And actually, as I was creating these prompts for the tutorial, I was just writing down some thoughts quickly. The prompt from this one was really good, and so I ended up posting it because it was so good. And let's see if it generates something great again as well. So we're going to pull up the story post. For story, I think we want to do something more long. And maybe we want to do, we'll do a final statement again. Why not? And so we add in our prompt there. See, it's a couple lines. So for a story, you can't just tell it, write a story about this, because let's say we want to be like, write a story how I grew my agency to 10K a month. You can't just ask that because AI doesn't know your story. And so a great way to prompt this, right, when you're doing something like a story or something that requires more personal touch, just add some key points. So write a story about how I moved to Bali at 19, blocked everyone on my phone, started a new life, and did just like, it's really quick, just like I did this, this, and this, and it got me, business did good, network grew, environment has a huge impact on your success. So it's just a couple different points that I wanted it to mention, but it's not a post in any sort of way. It's just a couple ideas down. And yeah, that's really all you need to generate with this AI, is definitely include a couple personal touches, because you want it to be personal. You don't want the AI to replace you in any way. And so this is what generated. Moved to Bali at 19. Really like shocking hook, right? It's these two first lines. Starting a new life from scratch. Scary, absolutely. Turned out to be the best decision I ever made. So it brought some different things. Why did it work? And that tells some more value about that. Why it worked so well for me. Yes. Anyone else thinking of moving to Bali? And so, funny enough, it added a engaging question at the end here. This is also like a final statement, just kind of added a PS bar in there, which I think is really good. Honestly, I don't think there's a lot to edit about this post. I'd say maybe I don't feel how I like about the PS here, so we're gonna take that out, we're gonna save it, and we're going to send this to our post library. So that's two posts done really quickly. Of course, I'm speaking over it, so it seems a little bit longer, but you can generate your week of content in a matter of minutes, right? If you really want to. And so let's do a giveaway post as the kind of final example in this tutorial, just to show what this looks like as well. So let's pull up here on the side, we'll do giveaway, we'll do a short one here. We want to keep giveaways, really short and engaging. Then we're gonna take away the call to action. I think it can do this on its own. It knows what to do. Let's do the description here. So make a giveaway post about a client acquisition secret I've developed that's gotten me 25 clients and over 100,000 in revenue in 2024. Add urgency and scarcity tactics, right? And so we're gonna generate the content here. Sweet. And you can see it's created pretty much our giveaway. And so the way that you would position this, right? You're going to use this for your actual post. So I booked 25 clients, generated over this. It's a really just like upfront hook about what this is going to get them, all from this one client acquisition strategy. And then the document, you're going to get all of these different things in it. I'll send this to anyone who connects with me and comments clients. So connects with me, if I was going to edit this, I would just say, I'm going to send it to 50 people who follow me so I can, okay, I didn't even see the PS here. So what, I'm gonna send it to anyone who follows me so I can DM, comments clients. And then PS, I'm only sending this to the first 50 people who comment. So that's a really great addition to add it on. I didn't even see that before I started writing it in myself. We can change the settings there, and you can see, yeah, pretty much this is a great, so how you would position a giveaway post, you would post it with this. Maybe you want to add an image or a video of like what this is going to look like, a really short snippet of what the document they're going to get is going to look like. And then you would post that, and anyone that, comments clients and follows you, you would send them the document in their DMs. So it's a great way to get more followers, of course, because you're directly asking for that, but it's also a great way to get your create a deeper connection with your audience, because they're going to go through your content off of just scrolling past it. They're going to really learn from you. That's a great thing, right? So we're going to save this to our library as well, and that's pretty much how to use the compose feature with some different examples there, all the different content types. Make sure you go back over that and really understand these content types here. I think what we'll also add here very soon, maybe it's up by the time you see this video, is to show actually a little description of what each of these content types look like. But if you check here, you'll see, what topic or insight do you want to teach, share something you've learned or achieved from a real experience. So you'll see, a brief update of what this actually looks like here down below. Cool. That's everything about the compose feature. Let's move on to the last two features here. Post library, pretty straightforward. It's going to save all the content that you create in the compose feature that you want to save. And so we did a value post here. Let's open it up. You can see our value post over here, so you can copy it, you can edit it in here, or you can delete it. If we head back here, we did a giveaway post, you'll see it here as well. So it's going to save all the content pretty much that you generate, and you can use it at any time. And so if you want to use our calendar here, and we want to add in our different content for each week, and have it pretty much mapped out what we're going to be posting that week, we can just click on our bars. So we created a value post. I'm going to click this, and you'll see our value post here. You can click plus, and it's going to add it in here. So you can see the content. You just see the first line, right? So you know what it is of here on your calendar. So it makes it really easy to drop them all in. We also did a giveaway post. Let's add that. We did a story post. Let's add the story post here as well. And as you can see, the 3 pieces of content that we created are now on our calendar. And so, if we go through our different days, so here we're on Thursday, we want to post our story post today, it's right there. And if we go to our dashboard now, you'll see, because we set up our content pipeline, it's on our dashboard, our first post up here. So it's going to grab it right here. We can just copy it directly off our dashboard and we can post it into X. We can also go through our different days here and see all the content that we have upcoming. So it's going to go on our 7 days moving past today. And yeah, pretty much you can just copy it from here. It'll show you how much content you have done today. It's like, let's say you're saying posting twice a day, 50% done because we put one post in. 4 times a day, we'd only have 25% done. But yeah, that's pretty much everything about Xcoach. Here on the dashboard, you're going to have your content pipeline, some events coming up soon, all your links. Reach our tutorial here again on the platform guide. And oh, I did miss the final thing here, and that's our learning resources. And so we've put together a mini library of handcrafted resources by myself on everything you need to learn about growing on X, creating content, and stuff outside of content, right? Because there's a bunch that goes into building a brand on X that isn't all about what you post. And so it does go over engagement, goes over building a community, how to get out of beginner hell really fast. And so definitely go check these out. There's a bunch of different resources here. There's also some free hooks here. So there's a bunch of different hooks that you can go through here, and use if you want to copy or get inspiration. If we go over here, there's a bunch of different, like this is how to create all your different content pillars, what you want to be posting each day. And so you can go through here, check all the different modules out and learn a bunch as well. And so instead of just creating content here, I urge you, if you're really taking your personal brand seriously, to come into here and learn some of these other points as well. Feel free to check it out, give us feedback, let us know if anything's working or not, and it's going to be constantly updating with new features as well. So I'll probably need to recreate this guide quite often. Remember, if you want to update your content calendar, you're going to do it over here on your profile. And if you want to manage your membership, you do it over here as well. And so pretty much, you need to add your payment method when you're ready to move on to a 30-day trial, because the free trial you have doesn't add your card, it's cardless. If you want to just try it out or not, it's not going to charge you after it's done. And so if you do really like Xcoach and it's really helping you out and you want to move into a trial, make sure you go ahead and add your payment method. If not, next time you log in after it's expired, it's just going to remind you to do that before you can continue using the platform. That's everything, guys. Cheers. Have an amazing one. Bye.